Good morning and warm greetings to all of you who are there in the training. I am Dheeraj Hakke. I look after technical support for Anviz, and I welcome all of you to the training that we are going to conduct today. Today's training we will be having on the topic that is access control and security settings in CrossChex Standard. So the CrossCheck Standard is a basic application that is a desktop-based application where we'll be having access control features to configure multiple things. So this training will be focusing on the settings of access control features basically. So before moving to the let's start with the training, and before moving to the actual topic, let's have a brief introduction on the company. So Anviz is, we are into the market since last 15 years, and we are having a presence more than 100 countries. We have covered more than 200,000 projects across the world, and we are having more than 200 patents on our name. The major algorithm that we are focusing is BioNano, which is a core algorithm from Anviz, which is solely designed and developed by Anviz. And we focus on the RFID, biometric fingerprints, and facial recognition products. There is a separate segment of video intelligence products which covers with the RVI algorithm analysis. We do have our cloud platform, that is a cloud-based application which supports time attendance and access control features. And there is a separate segment for ACPs. So this is a brief introduction about the Anviz. We, as you can see, our journey from 2005 to 2020, that the journey covers with the number of business segments, establishment, and the number of product launch into the market. There are major three business segments that we are having on the name of the Anviz and the UTake and Secure365. Anviz is majorly focusing on enterprise security products and solutions to the market, where UTake is designed for consumer products, where you can get the DIY products for installation and implementation of smart home systems, smart of like security systems, as well as surveillance products. Secure365 is specially designed for integrated SaaS platform, which is again you can say software as a service that we provide through Secure365 solution. Moving forward, we will be having two separate parts, that is access control and time attendance solutions, and intelligent surveillance products under the Anviz. This is our technology structure where we are having a wide technology with multiple points, multiple segments covered under the technology platform. As I said, Anviz is having our own cloud platform, which covers multiple things, like starting from access control, time attendance, security, and the user center, event center, device center. So we can configure multiple devices and we can control those devices from the cloud application, cloud platform. We do have our cloud hosting on multiple things, and we are having our IoT security as well. Going ahead, we are having multiple communication modes from our devices to the software application, like via Bluetooth. We use Wi-Fi, we use Zigbee and other platforms to communicate with the multiple credentials. And as I said, we are into the fingerprint-based verification modes. We are into RFID. We are into intelligent surveillance cameras. We are into home security, that is smart lock systems, and we are having our other products as well. BioNano is specially designed by Anviz. This is a patented algorithm of Anviz, which focuses on fingerprint algorithm, which focuses on face algorithm and iris algorithm as well. So we are having major three verification modes, which covers fingerprint, face, and iris identification. For surveillance products, we have RVI, that is a real-time video intelligence. This is again a patented algorithm for Anviz, which covers smart imaging, smart stream and storage, AI algorithms, which is designed for artificial intelligence, and we cover data security under the same. We have a data privacy and security segment where we take care of biometric template encryption, so that the data that is going to store in the device should be secure and securely managed by the products at least. So that is what actually we focus majorly. This is our global presence across the world, where we are having multiple regions, like more than 4 global offices, more than 300 employees across the globe, and more than 100+ distributors. 30 plus partners, technical partners. Then there are 2000 plus resellers and 50 plus system integrators. So this is the workforce that we are having on ground for the market. Major success stories that we are having, we have multiple projects in government. We have covered multiple education institutes and universities for attendance and other products. There are some products like security solutions that we have provided to corporate offices as well. These are the major events that we participated from our side, that is global expos and road shows and public trainings that we covered. So public training is the part that we are going to have right now. And we have participated multiple road shows and as well as global expos. So today's topic is that I'm going to cover here is access control and time attendance solution. Basically the access control feature that we are going to cover here. So these are the two topics that we will be having today in our in our presentation. The first is access control settings in CrossChex Standard, and second one is security settings for CrossChex Standard. So let's start with the first topic, that is access control settings in CrossChex Standard. So now coming to the software application, CrossChex Standard is a desktop-based application with multiple features that we have given so that you can configure as per your requirement and you can use that application for your purpose only. So the access control, like if I talk about the access control, access control is a vast term, and if I talk about the particular feature, that is you can say the access control settings in the software, your device or the Anviz device that you are going to use should support the access control feature basically. So this is a layout. This is the home page of the software. Once you log in, you will get the home page on the CrossChex Standard. So your device that you're going to use should support to the access control feature, as I said. So for example, I have added one product here, that is VF30 Pro, which is supporting the access control feature. So once I add the device to the software, the device will show online here. The device icon will be blue, and that should support to the, that should be online to the software application so that we can configure the access control features over there. So generally, the device which you are going to use for access control will be supporting to relay or a weekend output so that you can use the access control features. So if you are using device as a standalone, then the device relay will control the lock that you have installed on the door. Or if you are using a distributed access control, then device will be giving a weekend output to a control panel so that the control panel will control the door lock. So apart from the hardware connections, there is a feature that is access control, which we can configure basically for access permissions of the users on the device. So at first, you should have already a plan about when and who should enter into the premises. Like you should have a complete timeline, like at this and this time, the user can enter to the premise and who is that user. So we should have that data with us so that we can configure the users accordingly or configure the feature accordingly. Please notice that it's not available to set permission for a fixed date now. It means like once you configure this time period or access group, and once you assign to the user, that will be permanently assigned to the employee. You can change or you can delete, but you cannot assign that feature to the user on a particular date or particular day. So if device also works for time attendance, please ensure that the shifts that you are creating for time attendance purpose should be within the time frame that you're going to configure for access control. So for example, my attendance shift is running from 9 to 5, and I should have access control feature, the configuration, the time period feature should be more than like before, it should start before the in time and it should end after the end time. So that is what actually I'm trying to tell you. Like, suppose my shift is starting from 9 to 5, and you should have your time period settings for access control, for example, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., which will cover your shift timing here. So this is what actually we can we can add multiple time periods here. So there are more than 16 time periods available, sorry, 32 time periods available, which you can cover, which you can create as per your convenience. So for a simple example, I have created a simple time period which is on the name of employee, and the time is running from 6 a.m. in the morning to 20 at the night, and for the work days basically. So in the same way, you can create multiple time periods so that you can club those time periods in a single access group. So for example, let's say my shift is running in two parts in a day. So first part is starting from 9 to 2 o'clock, and the second part is, or I can say, 6 to 11 a.m. And I can say the second one is 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Then in that way, you can create the first half and second half, the morning and afternoon time period in the time period information. And then we can club those time periods into the access group. So there are now the next tab is for access group, where we are having two default access groups already defined over there. There is access group 0 and access group 1. So the access group, like the user will have no access if he or she was arranged or assigned in the access group 0. So if I assign access group 0 to let's say ABC user, then he will not be able to enter to the premises. He will be like, he will not be getting the access for the door, although he's able to punch his attendance, but he will not get the access to the premises through that door basically. And there is second access group, that is access group 1, which will be, the super administrator could play, like, that can be placed into the access group 1. So full access will be given basically for that. So in the same way, I have created access group, that is a normal user access group or employees access group, where I have merged two time period that I have created. The first time period is morning time period, and the second time period is afternoon time period. If you are having a single time frame, let's say starting from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., then you can add only one time period in this access group, and then you can assign users to this access group basically. So before distributing users to the group, you should click the access group that you want to assign to the users. So let's say I'm assigning a normal user group to the employees, then I will select that particular normal user group which I have created, and then I will move to the user in groups. So that is the next tab. So I selected the normal users group here, and then I came to the user in group tab, where I will be selecting the users or the employees to that particular group. I will be assigning those employees to the group. So here I'm going to select, like, let's say I have selected 1004 into the access group. So the 1004 will be assigned with the normal user access group. Or you can, once you assign the users to the group list, you can just update the access settings to the device. So if your device is online, the access groups will be created, access group will be transferred to the device, and the users will be assigned to the device accordingly. Or you can change the access group of employees or the users from the employee information as well. I have opened the same user here, that is 1004, and I can select the group number, sorry, from the basic info field. Moving ahead, there are three basic groups which is again hidden function of access control software. In this feature, the relay interfaces, COM and NO of the device will keep connected after an admin verification if admin was assigned a time period of the groups 29 to 31. So 29, 30, 31, these are the three time periods which can be used for the admin people, and this feature will work in a way, let's say I have been assigned to the time period or a group where the time period 29, 30 or 31 is been assigned. Then once I once I verify my finger or my credentials on the device, the door will keep open for that particular time frame. So let's say time period is from 8 to 6. So once I will be there in the particular time period, and if I verify my finger, the door will keep open from 8 to 6. This is what the hidden feature that we have given. For example, as I said, like for example, if the device admin was assigned such time and in the access group, the door will be open until 6 p.m. once the admin is verified on the device in the morning from Monday to Friday. So that is what actually the we have created multiple time periods, and the admin can be assigned with that particular time period which is there in the access group, and then that feature can work. So once you once you transfer once you create time periods, once you transfer all the access groups to the device, and the users can be as users you assign to the access groups, you should test the feature so that there should not be any confusion in that, or there should not be any conflicts in that. So we highly recommend you to test the access setting that you have created. If the device gives you a message out of time after a verification, or if there's a click sound from the relay before installation and cabling. So that means if you are placing your finger, if you are verifying your credentials and you get out of time message, that means you have created the right access group and access schedules over there. You should also test if the door will open after the identification of the device, and run the system several days to ensure its functionality before using its access as actual access control feature. So as I said, like you should test it thoroughly so that there should not be any conflict at the real-time environment. So this is what actually for setting up the access control feature in the CrossChex standard. Now there is second feature that is very much important, where multiple customers ask to create the admin people or the super admin or sub administrator to the application that we can configure in the security settings of the CrossChex standard. So to create multiple administrators in the software, we have a feature as an administrator, and the administrator can be created with multiple permissions or the admin rights. So here, if you can see, there are two administrators that I have created. One is the admin or a super admin, and the second one is sub administrator, where I can see on the right side panel, you are able to see the administrator rights as well. So I can select a feature-wise rights to a particular user in the administrator group that we have created. And also you can assign the department list and device list to the administrator. So in this way, we can create multiple administrators with their respective rights. And you can add, you can create the admin with the account name to the login to the software, and the default password will be 888-888, that is 6 times 8. And you can change the password once you log in to the application. So from here, you can change the password for the new administrator that you have created. Again, there are two basic features that we have given here, which can be used to lock the screen and switch to the different administrator. So rather than logging out and logging in, you can either lock the software so that the software will be locked with the administrator login, or if you want to switch from one administrator to other administrator, let's say from sub administrator to super administrator, then you can choose the administrators from here itself. So this is what actually I wanted to convey you today. If you are having any doubts, any queries, you can raise me so that I can answer your queries. Yes, Kelvin. So you will get the recording on our website where there is a training tab, training page where you can see all the past trainings as well as the training that we record every time. And we upload that training recording on that particular page. So you can download the training or even you can visit our YouTube channel and you will get all the training recordings over there. Thank you. Yes, many thanks everyone. If any doubts, you can raise us right now. I hope everyone is clear with these two features that I just explained you. Still any doubts, you can just ask me so that I can get it clear. Okay, thank you everyone. I really appreciate your time for attending this training, and you will get the recordings on our training page on our website. So do visit over there and you can get all past recordings, and you can just have a look on the videos. Your suggestions and feedbacks are already always welcome from our side. So you can, if you are having any doubts, you can drop us an email at the support@anviz.com, and you can create a support ticket as well, so that our team or will be there for help you out. So thank you so much. Thanks again.